all the Adderall.
Yeah.
Trying to get ready and then kind of
I know. Really pissed me off.
It seems like your role, because before it was like your manifestation of his father. Is he more like just an alternate character now, not really?
Yeah, it's certainly in the process of developing a personality of his own. The scary thing is that he's getting stronger and stronger, and Elliot is doing everything he possibly can to try and repress this other side of him, and that's not something that Mr. Robot will ever be happy about. And that's not what he wants. And there's a path that we're on, and I want to keep walking that particular path. And nothing is really. I'm not interested in anything getting in my way.
Last night, or we were just talking to Darlene, and she said that the Death Society movement's kind of become her thing. Do you think that she's gonna come in contact with Mr. Robot down the road?
Darlene?
Yeah.
Look, there's certainly a possibility. I mean, she and I did have a couple of scenes in the first season where we did have some interaction, and any of those opportunities where I actually get to fully inhabit Elliot and take over completely and sort of keep him in the dark. I enjoy those moments because, it does give me an opportunity to, as much as I love working with Rami and doing all those scenes together, I love everybody else involved in the show as well. I love those moments.
I remember watching the episode last season, and that scene when you take over Elliot and you get Elliot punched in the cafe.
Yes.
And I really realized how powerful you were.
Right.
Was there ever one of those moments for you where you're like, oh, I am this good at what I can do?
As the character, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or as the actor.
I loved that. I mean, that moment made me. My reaction to that was, I just thought it was great. I thought it was creative and fun for Sam, and was looking forward to getting the opportunity to just keep doing more of that stuff. I mean, I love Elliot. I'm there for Elliot, but when he does something I don't like, I'm there to torture him until he gets back on the right track. So that's my main focus and motivation, is just to keep him going and finishing the job.
Before the big reveal, it seemed like you were more like a guardian of the world to him. Mm-hmm. But when the reveal happened, you're like the other side of the devil.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
Do you think that is just to put him back on course and then you would get back into that guardian angel sort of mentality, or is it just devil from here on out?
No, I think he's definitely. It's like this next season. I think is certainly like I've been saying, a real power struggle between these two guys. But I definitely I'm a protector. That really is, I think, the primary focus, and like a protector in keeping him from doing things that need to be done that he wouldn't be able to do. Like him as a human being, just psychologically wouldn't be able to necessarily pull that trigger, where I may be able to step in and do that for him, and maybe even sometimes take a punch for him.
Last night's episode, we saw your character for the first time actually acknowledge the audience. Something that
did I? Hi. Hello, friend.
He talks subliminally to the audience in his head.
Yes.
And this is the first time your character actually said, don't talk to them. They don't know.
Oh, yes. Sure. Okay.
So
Yeah.
you're going to
That
do more
moment.
in the season?
I am in Elliot's head, so I'm hearing everything that's going on. When he's got those voiceovers, usually he has somebody reading the voiceover to him through an earbud or an earwig, whatever those things are, and so I get those things as well. So I know everything that's going on, and I love it. It's like it's so fun, but then there are moments, of course, where he thinks he's pulled the wool over my eyes, and I think I've pulled the wool over his eyes, and it's a very, very interesting and bizarre dynamic, and I think Sam is being extraordinarily creative and continues to push it and take it in directions that I've found to be very unexpected and unusual.
I guess we have time for one more question.
I really loved seeing what your character. What I love is that in the first season, it seemed like Elliot could control you.
Yeah.
And like the Shayla moment, he was able to overpower your advice.
Yes.
Do you think it's the fact that he's actually aware of what you are now that's making it harder for him? And what do you think could help Elliot in his struggle against you?
What do I think could help him?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the only thing I think that could help him would be to listen to me. You know, I mean, that's it. You know, it's the only way he's going to get any peace and any relief. And you know, until he does that, you know, it's just. Look, I mean, I'm his dad, and I'm a little bit controlling, and I want him to see things my way. And like I said, I have a very specific goal in mind, and we're on a very particular path. And whenever he veers off of that, it's just infuriating. Spoiled brat. It's really frustrating.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.